Hello and good morning. I'm Noel Doherty.
I'm Maggie Elder.
And welcome to the season finale of Legend Has It Podcast, the world's most improvised podcast.
Also the purplest podcast.
Today's episode is dedicated to Drew Barrymore, our favorite American actress / American hero. A reading from the magazine Drew. Plastic? Never heard of it. There was a woman who had never heard of plastic in her whole life.
She lived on a small island.
In
Fiji.
A small Fijian island, and her name was Fija.
Yes,
and
Fija.
She didn't believe in plastic. She thought it was an urban legend, but she's not very urban.
Yeah.
She's
rural,
but she's islander. Yeah. Fija comes from a great place where they do this makeup. Everything's natural, no plastic. And one day,
her grandmother tells her that the necklace that she's wearing is the key to saving her island.
Yeah.
Before the grandmother dies and turns into
a statue.
A statue of
a
stingray.
Of a stingray. So the government of Fiji contacts Fija. They're like, yo, Fija, what's up? What's good? We need your help. Our island is in trouble. We were wondering if you could go on a little adventure and save the island. You have to go to Miami, Florida. And Fija goes, what?
She's shocked.
She's
shocked. She's scared.
And she heard that that's where the plastic comes from.
Yeah, I heard that's also where the plastic comes from. So much plastic in Miami, Florida, perhaps the most. Plastic, never heard of it. That's what Fija said as she embarked and started on this journey with just her and her pet unicorn.
And the unicorn's name was
Gigi.
Gigi the unicorn can run on water, just like Jesus Christ.
Yes.
And so they go from...
Well, Jesus Christ can walk on water. They never said anything about running.
That's a really good point. Honestly, Gigi the unicorn, a little bit cooler than Jesus Christ. A little bit more talented.
When it comes to transportation on water.
When it comes to transportation measures. With your feet. Yeah. Gigi doesn't do like the other stuff that he did. But Gigi brings... She's really fast as well. So she brings Fija all the way from Fiji to Miami, Florida via ocean, whichever way that is. And they land in Miami, and Fija walks up the steps of the really big building and knocks on the door of the president's house. And Mr. Miami...
Pitbull?
Yeah. Mr. Worldwide 305... Miami, darling.
Because who else are you going to go to if you're trying to find the person in charge of Miami other than
he's in
Miami?
Charge. Like Pitbull is the leader of Miami. Yeah. That's just like what it is. So she naturally is like, okay. She Googles Pitbull's address. Knock, knock, knock. He's like,
Mr. Worldwide.
He goes, darling. She goes, Mr. Worldwide. Let's say it in sync. Yes. Because we remember the story. Mr. Worldwide, my Fijian island is in trouble. And I need your help because there's plastic in Miami. And there's a problem on our island, and for some reason we need plastic. It was so long. And Mr. 305 Worldwide, Pitbull himself, goes, darling.
Yeah.
Do you like my impression of Pitbull?
I think it kind of sounds just like him.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Worldwide.
I think I do it better.
I like mine better. We did see him.
We saw Pitbull live, and we saw Fija was there. They're close friends now.
Yeah, they're
You'll
buddies.
find out why at the end of the story. They become best buds. Anyway, he goes, darling, opens the door, brings her inside, and he lays out the map of Miami. And he goes, these are the 3 biggest plastic producing factories of Miami. And they each have a boss that you have to fight. And they're all like weird and stuff. Number 1, Plastica. It's this girl with frizzy hair, and she's real thin, and she's got big glasses, and she's really eccentric. She's got rings on every finger, real long plastic jewelry, a plastic dress, plastic go-go boots. She's so cool, honestly.
She's like sounds really cool. Yeah.
Number 2,
Nintendo. I panicked. I didn't think you were gonna throw it my way.
Number 2, Mr. Nintendo. So he does all the Wii's and the Nintendo Switches because everyone and their mom is buying Nintendo Switches
And
right now.
it's plastic, right?
Yeah, it's plastic, sure.
Yeah.
And that's like the 3rd leading plastic people. And he's real big and buff.
Yeah.
And
he wears a suit.
He's tough, and that's the most heavily armed
For
base
sure.
of the plastic people. Number 3, Mr. Lego.
For sure.
For sure.
Lego's number 1. Doesn't it go?
Lego's number 1.
I'm sorry, I think you went backwards.
Lego, Plastica, Nintendo. Nintendo's
Yeah.
number 3. He's real strong. Plastica's number 2. She's all eccentric and all rings on her finger. Like,
Lego, we don't know much.
Lego, we don't know what he looks like. Or she. Or they.
Yeah. We don't know
We don't know what they look like.
We don't know anything about them.
That's the mystery.
And Mr. Worldwide's telling Fija this
whole story.
Yeah.
And he has this map, and he's like, Plastica is going to be the closest to you. Actually, no. What's his name? Nintendo.
Yeah.
Nintendo's going to be the closest one. You're going to want to go there first. If you can beat Nintendo, I believe in you that you can take on the rest of this challenge. You're going to need this unicorn to help you run along to speed things up.
Also, I hope you have some secret necklace key, because that's going to be important, he said really quickly.
Probably. He goes, if you have a necklace key or something, that'd probably be important. Especially if your grandma gave it to you.
Before she turned into a stingray statue.
She turned into a stingray statue.
Let's have a word from our sponsor, Nintendo.
So Nintendo is one of the most evil men on the planet. They're one of the leading plastic producers. We hate them. They're killing the world. World hunger, world warming, the globe is getting warm. It's Nintendo's fault. Nevertheless, buy your Nintendo Switches. We have a 20% off code in the description.
Use We Love Plastic. Plastic spelled PLSTC.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I was saying okay, but yeah, okay. PLSTK. That's the code /legendhasit.com or whatever. Okay, so she goes to base number 1.
Nintendo is, you can see it from Pitbull's house. He's like, if you look right up there past this hill, and you see all those large spikes.
Real high hill.
Oh, as soon as you get close to Nintendo, you'll hear bump 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 bump
Bum bum bum.
bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum 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 bum. Yeah.
That's what you'll hear. That's what you hear when you get close to the Nintendo thing.
The bass.
Yeah. It's the remix.
Yeah.
So that's that. That's how you find it, actually. It's kind of hidden on the hill with the spikes. You have to go by ear. So she can't really hear the song right now, but Pitbull just rapped it to her. She knows what to expect.
Yeah.
And he gives her a potion.
Of tallness.
Yeah, just in case. A potion of tallness. She's quite a short gal. He says, this might be handy. Anyway.
I'll be here if you need me.
Yeah. Just a call away.
Live this moment one day when my castle golden. He also gave her a fireball potion.
Yeah, he gave her a fireball potion.
Yeah. Tallness potion, and then his signature
fireball potion. But she starts hearing it, and she gets closer and closer. It's a bunch of walls, bunch of spikes.
Yeah, the walls look like DS, like the backs of DSs.
The backs of DSs. Yeah. And she doesn't even try to scale the wall. She goes, bing, 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 and they open the gates because out of curiosity, they're like, what? A little girl? She goes, wow. Mr. Nintendo goes, what do you do? No, keep the music. Mr. Nintendo goes, what do you want, little girl? She goes, I'm gonna shut down this factory, whether you like it or not. And he goes, ha ha ha! Come right in. He laughs in her face. Thank you.
And then it switches to Wii Sports music because now it's intense. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Da 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 da.
Mr. Nintendo says, if you beat me in 3 Wii Sports games, I'll let you have the keys to my factory and you can do whatever you want. Round 1, bowling. She gets a strike.
Whoa!
Yeah, all the people in the back go, whoa! And they spin around.
Yeah.
They spin around.
Yeah.
Strike!
That was good.
And it's like strike after strike after strike. It's like, strike!
Turns out on Fiji, the sport of Fiji is bowling.
And also tennis. And also golf?
Sure.
What's a cooler
volleyball
one?
Nah.
That's not in the original Wii Sports.
Oh, you're right. Tennis, bowling, boxing.
Boxing. Yeah, boxing.
The 3 main sports on Fiji, coincidentally.
Bowling, tennis, boxing. So it's really intense, the bowling match. It's strike, 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 strike. Mr. Nintendo gets distracted when Fiji goes, you smell bad. And he's gets a spare.
Self-conscious about the way that he smells. Mm-hmm. It was the reason he started Nintendo in the first place. Some kid in the 3rd grade goes, you kind of smell weird.
And he's like, I'm going to make an empire. I'm going to be so rich you can't even believe.
I'm going to be the 3rd greatest plastic producer in the world.
You're going to wish you hadn't said that, stupid.
Yeah.
And he went on to that. Honestly, I'm really proud of him. He's really successful, but he stinks. And he lost the bowling match. And then he also lost the tennis match.
Yeah.
And then he also lost the boxing match.
She beat the shit out of him.
Boxing was really, really close. She looked like she was going to lose. Mm-hmm. It came to the 3rd round or whatever they do in boxing.
They had a moment where it's like she remembers her grandmom. It's like the spirit of her grandmom's in the corner.
Yeah.
Like, remember what I taught you? Down, uppercut.
Bottom, uppercut. Uppercut. You go from the side. Bottom of the 9th. She has a flashback from her grandma. Mm-hmm. She's in Stingray mode right now.
Yeah.
She's like,
flying around. She's like, remember that I taught you how to box.
Uppercut
and then dodge. Uppercut, then dodge to box.
It's like those moves, it's like up, down, left, right, A, B, start. Mm-hmm. She used one of those cheat codes.
Yeah, Fiji's really good about cheat codes.
Really good. She's really smart. She remembered it all, and she knocked him out. And he's like, well, a promise is a promise. And he hands over the keys. And she locks it up.
Yeah.
And she goes, all right, 1 down, 2 to go. It was a tough battle. She's tired. She just got beaten up by like a grown man. Mm-hmm. But she did win the fight.
Yeah. And she still has both of her potions.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And she decides to, just for the fun of it, drink the fireball on the way to
Plastica.
Yeah. The unicorn has the map in his code system or whatever. Mm-hmm. Pipple told him the map.
Yeah.
No. The unicorn's just like Backpack from Dora.
Yeah, I was actually thinking
has
Backpack.
The map. Mm-hmm. And the unicorn's like, let's check the map or whatever they say in Dora. And then they look and they're like, we're going this way.
Fija goes, hola, soy Fija. Can you find where Plastica is?
And then it's like really, really obviously like Plastica's like the left trail.
Yeah, and she's staring like
peeking out from the bushes like.
That's very
I've rinsed
good. Yeah.
Great job.
Great job.
And so they go to the left, and
She's shooting fireballs in the way. Just for fun, I guess.
Oh, I was thinking that it's like the fireball drink. Like she accidentally got drunk.
Oh yeah. It wasn't. He told her it's a fireball potion.
It was a fireball shooter.
It's just a fireball shooter. Yeah.
So she's like a little bit tipsy whipsy on her way to Plastika's house. She's young. Like she's a lightweight.
She's tiny.
Knocks on the door, and it opens slightly.
Plastika's house, in case you all were wondering, is very sleek, very modern, white, pristine, plastic, all of it. She's less like Nintendo and Lego produce plastic for a product.
She loves plastic. She's an eclectic.
Yeah,
she collects.
That's her
plastic items. She has them in not glass. Why would I say that? She has in glass case. She has them in plastic casing. Everything's in plastic. Like even the. Like, she collects McDonald's toys, and she owns some Legos. She owns some Nintendos.
There's often protesters outside her house, like, please, like, you're the second greatest plastic consumer in the world, and, like, you don't have to be.
She's
real
like,
wealthy. I like plastic.
She loves plastic. Her name is Plastika.
Yeah.
That's how much she likes it.
She doesn't even have a last name. She's, like, Pink.
And Beyonce.
And
Rihanna.
And Zendaya. Yeah. None of them have last names.
Yeah, but Plastika has the most plastic out of all those people.
Yeah.
So she kind of goes in, and the lights turn on automatically because it's a fancy house. And Plastika goes, she's smoking a real long cigarette.
Yeah.
She goes, take off your shoes.
Yeah. She's wearing high stilettos made out of plastic.
She's wearing go-go boots.
I forgot.
I covered that.
I totally forgot.
She's wearing go-go boots. Please.
Cut that.
Black plastic go-go boots.
She walks towards Fija. She's so tall. She's so tall and skinny.
Real tall. Yeah.
Her floors are plastic.
Yeah.
And she goes...
Real noisy everything, if I'm being honest.
She goes, can I help you?
Can I help you?
Would you like a cigarette? She's kind of nice.
She's like when you get to know her, she's like not the worst. She drinks tea out of plastic mugs all the time, like herbal tea. She had a herbal tea and a cigarette at the time. She's just living on wealth. She doesn't work anymore. Can I help you? And Fija says,
can you maybe stop using so much plastic? Plastika goes, ha 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 ha. I dropped my microphone. And Plastika's like, people have been trying to stop me as long as I've been alive. Why do you think you're any different?
And Fija
you're
says,
5'2". You're short as hell. That's the first thing.
You got nothing on me.
You got nothing on me. So Fija takes the tall potion.
Okay.
So that she could just at least be the same level.
So that at least she could be the same level. And also, like, Plastika will be more likely to communicate with her and like actually reason with her.
Yeah.
Plastika goes, I am the most plastic woman on earth. How will you change my opinion on plastic?
She's French.
She's French. No, she's super. We've been doing a French accent.
For sure she's French.
You get the vibe. She's super French, super plastic. And then she takes a double take because Fija just took the tall potion to get her attention.
Yeah.
Now she's at eye level with Plastika. She's got her attention. Plastika is willing to reason with someone as tall as her. She suddenly is like, oh, maybe I will respect this person. Puts down her tea, keeps the cig in hand. I'm the most plastic woman in the world. What do you want from me? And Fija says, I have something more valuable than everything in this house combined. She's really, really got Plastika's attention in the palm of her hand. And she says, this necklace is 100% plastic. Plastika goes, wait, no.
Yeah.
Plastika takes a sip of her tea. What?
What? Plastic? But
it looks so genuine. It looks so genuine. How is it plastic? And Fija says it's a family heirloom from my grandmother. I come from the Fijian Islands. We don't do plastic. This is the only form of plastic.
In fact, first plastic ever.
It's the first plastic ever to set foot on the Fijian Islands.
On the world.
And Plastica says, I would do anything for your necklace. I need it. Please tell me how I can get it off your neck. Sipping tea, smoking, ripping cigs. Sipping tea again. And Fija says, I'll give it to you if you promise to never buy plastic again or use plastic in any way. And Plastica gasps. Just like that.
Just like that.
In French.
Yeah.
Gasps in French. That's way more French.
Yeah.
The second time you did it, way more French. Gasps in French. She goes, ah! Starts miming in a box.
She goes. That's her
She
gasp.
It's yeah, you're right. No noise. She goes full mime on us. If you're listening to this podcast and not watching it, it doesn't make sense right now because we're just miming. So she starts miming out the wazoo. She starts getting real sad and actually sheds a tear.
Mm-hmm. Plastic tear.
A plastic tear, yes. She says, I'm crying. I'm crying right now. I shed tear. All I love is plastic. Plastic is all I love.
I am plastic.
I am the most
My
plastic
life
woman
is
in the
plastic.
world. And she unzips her go-go boots and she takes off her crinkly plastic jacket. Didn't even look that good. But she kind of pulled it off because she's really tall.
Yeah.
And she hands them to Fija and she says, I agree.
I will do it.
And Fija says, you can keep your teacups. Dink. Here's the necklace. Thank you.
Beautiful.
And she trusted her.
Beautiful moment, honestly. Like Plastica, I think she was less. She's less of a villain. She was just broken. She didn't know what her life was other than plastic. She didn't see anywhere else to go.
She never
couldn't
found
imagine life
she never
without
found
it.
love
Yeah.
because of her hobby with plastic collecting
Obsession.
turned into an obsession and like kind of warded away all like partners. So she just fell in love with plastic. So Plastica agrees to the agreement. She says, "You know what? I agree."
And she leaves her house and she moves into a small cottage in the woods. She sells all of her items to places that recycle, of course.
Yes.
She becomes an advocate against plastic, and it was beautiful.
And she actually becomes a really successful activist because she was in the papers and she's like, I changed my ways and so can you. I live with a no carbon emissions and all that. Like I
My
don't
carbon
even use...
footprint is negative.
It's her new life goal to undo all of the bad effects she's had on the world.
Beautiful. So Fija has gained some support. She's gained some backup. She leaves with no necklace on.
But Plastica came with her.
But Plastica was with her. Plastica was like, I don't know where you're going, but I want to be by your side.
I will help you.
I will help you.
I'm the most... never
I'm
mind.
no longer...
I am no longer the most plastic woman
I'm
in
just
the
a
world.
woman. Call me Ka, I guess.
She goes by Ka.
Yeah, she's no longer Plastica.
I like Plastica as
Fine.
the name.
Tika?
But Tika. I like
Cool.
that a lot.
Tika.
So Tika, real thin and tall, is following, rides on the unicorn towards
Lego.
Legoland.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yes.
In Orlando, Florida.
Legoland. Orlando, not Miami.
Oh.
Is Legoland in
It
Orlando?
totally is in Orlando, though.
All right, sure, it's in Orlando.
It was a little bit of a trip.
It was a little bit of a trip, but thanks to Gigi the unicorn, they get there in no more than 5 minutes flat.
Yeah, really quickly.
Real quick.
And Tika is like, so what's your purpose? Why are you doing this? And Fija's like, I'm saving my island. There's like a problem for some reason with plastic, and I just have to end the greatest plastic production. I have to stop these people. Is it like in the water? Why is she doing this?
Yeah, it's getting in the water, of
water.
the Fiji people. They're going to die.
Yeah.
She's like, I have to stop Lego Man. I have to stop
Or a
Lego
woman.
Man. For sure, man, though.
Yeah.
I have to stop Lego Man. I have to save my people. and they go to Legoland. And they start breaking down these Lego walls bit by bit.
Yeah.
And they actually dig a tunnel to get into the Lego castle in Legoland. And they sneak around all past all the guards. And they go up a spiral staircase with Lego torches on the sides. And they get to the ballroom. And then they go up another floor. They get to the billiards room. And they get up to another room. There's a library. They get up to another room. And it's the master bedroom.
Oh.
And... there he is.
In the master bedroom.
In the master bedroom, lounging in his Lego throne, LGM, Little Goblin Man. AKA Lego Man. That's what it stands
Holy!
for. Aren't you blown away?
Blown away. Did not see that coming. And I was there.
Lego Man is what's it called? A pseudonym for LGM.
Yeah.
That LLGL.
Like I am Lord Voldemort because Tom Riddle.
Tom Riddle and Lord
Riddle.
Voldemort, same vibe as Little Goblin Man, LGM, and Lego Man. He turns around in his big swivelly
Is he Lego right now though?
He's just pretending.
Lego armor?
He just really likes Legos, but he has a Lego hat on.
Okay.
And he's real little and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
He's a little bit shorter than Fija.
No, he's he's little man.
Really
little man. He goes, I'm a little goblin man. Please be careful when you cross the street. Look both ways.
And Fija and Tika go, oh, that's actually good
advice.
Good to know. I mean, like, I honestly haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah.
Like, I'll keep that in mind next time we're crossing the street. He catches them off guard.
Yeah. Flames from his throne. And he's going,
he goes, which translates to, F you, you'll never stop me. I love plastic and I love Legos and I'm going to ruin the world. And then he runs past them and goes, and like kind of trips them because he's so short and they fall over and he runs down the steps.
He's going, which means,
he goes, I'm Lego Man.
So
the Little Goblin Man runs past them, trips them, goes down the spiral staircase to the ballroom.
Yeah, he's screaming and cursing and goblinish. And he is going to this big computer that is going to
control all of his weapons.
Yeah, his Lego weapons and shoot Legos.
They're all Lego based. Like,
Yeah.
you know those little guns where it shoots out like just a little
goes,
like
poof. Yeah.
like those things where you squeeze it and it like ding, like little plastic.
But on like huge scale all across the world he set up Lego
really
weapons.
large scale, especially way more around Legoland, which he owns because he's been secretly Lego Man all the time. That's kind of his main job. His little side gig is just messing with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
We didn't know this was his double life.
We were not.
We found out really recently.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
So, Tika and Fija are running after him as he's going to this computer room, and he just has to hit this really big Lego red button that says "End World" right now, and then that'll be it. So, like, it's a huge computer, and they're all running towards it. Legos everywhere.
And they get into the room, and he's real dramatically like hand over button. Button's big enough that from the opposite end of the room, Tika and Fija can read it. It says "End World Now," and he's like, which translates to, "It's over. You lost. You stupid idiots. I'm gonna end the world, and it's all your fault because you tried to stop me and stuff, and you're a stupid idiot and stuff like that. So I'm a little goblin man, and I'm here to say I'm going to end the world, and I'll ruin your day. And it'll ruin the whole world's day. There's nothing you can do to stop me. There's nothing you can say."
Yeah.
And just when he gets close enough, Fija goes, "Wait, there is one thing I can say that can stop you."
My name.
Dum dum.
This is Tika. She did the little background.
Dum dum.
My name is Fija. I'm trying to save my island. I'm just a girl who's trying to save her island, and you trying to end the world. I'm gonna stop you. I got the key to stop you. If you think you don't, then don't you want to? She kind of isn't very good at it.
I'm not very good at that.
Improv singing.
My name is Fija. I'm here to save my island. If there's anything I can do to convince you to not end the world, it'd be really nice if you didn't end the world.
And he goes, and they're like, no! And this big clock starts off.
Oh, thank God there's a clock.
Yeah, they have 60 seconds. He goes, I'm done with that. And like walks out of the room laughing because he doesn't have to worry about it. There's nothing they could do to stop it unless they happen to have this really specifically shaped object. There's this little hole next to the key where, I'm sorry, there's this little hole. There's this little hole next to the button that says
Override
switch, override key.
Yeah.
And it's a really weird shape. And so they run up to the computer and they're like, what do we do? And Fija's like, think. What did grandma say? They have
a flashback.
Yeah.
Stingray statue grandma says, Fija, I'm so old.
Don't forget the keys on your necklace.
And I'm a stingray statue. I'm a stingray statue. You gave the necklace to Tika. Tika goes, good thing I came with you.
A good thing we're friends now.
Good thing
Best
you
friends.
gave me necklace. I brought necklace with me.
I love this.
I love this game.
There's 12 seconds on clock. Perhaps we should stop it.
Perhaps I should take
Long drag.
necklace off my neck at this point. And Fija goes, yes, please. She's jumping. Because
she's so short.
Tika's real
so
tall and Fija's so
yeah.
short. Tika's like, please, take the necklace off. And she goes, if you wish. Clink. Hands necklace back. Most valuable item she owns. She just gave up her whole house.
Yeah.
She's so kind-hearted that she's willing to give the necklace back to save the world.
Yeah.
Fija gets the necklace, puts it in the keyhole. Oh, turns to the left.
Then the right. Sorry.
Then the right.
She twisted the wrong way first. And then the right. 1 second left on the clock.
And the clock freezes.
It stops. And they go, yeah!
Yay!
Tika's going, yeah!
Tika's going... We're miming excited things. Is she pulling, like magician things out of... Tika goes... out of her mouth. Magician, like, handkerchief.
Yeah.
And she pulls all these handkerchiefs out of her mouth, and the two of them grab one end each, and they run to the other end of the room, and they catch the little goblin man in the middle, and then they do circles around him. He's really short and stubby. It's real easy to tie him up. They drag him down to the cellar of his own palace in Legoland.
Yeah.
And they grab the key from the guard, and they lock him up.
The Lego guard. None of them are actually people. They're just big old Lego statues.
They're big Lego statues.
So it's really easy.
The guard wasn't holding onto the key very well because it's just like, you know how Lego people can hold things.
Yeah, it was just
sometimes you can totally take it out of their hand. Like, oh, here's the freaking key. Throws little goblin man in the cellar in Legoland. Shing doom, closes the door. Locks it. First left, then right.
Yeah.
Makes sure it's locked, checks it. And then they walk away.
As
and
he's screaming, which translates to, this is not the end. Oh, little goblin man!
I'll get you!
I'll get you! I'll be back!
You stupid little Fija girl!
I'm gonna end everyone! I'm gonna kill everyone! It's my whole goal or whatever!
I'm a goblin man! Look both ways when you cross the street! That's what that translates to. And so Tika comes back to Fiji with Fija and Gigi the unicorn, and she lives in Fija's cottage. Remember earlier when we said that she lived in a cottage after? It was Fija's cottage. They're best friends.
They're lesbian lovers.
No, Fija's a little girl.
Oh, I thought she was like just tiny.
Oh, okay. Fija's old. They're lesbians.
I thought she was like 24.
Sure.
I didn't think she was a girl. I thought she was just like tiny. We were just doing short representation in a good way because we've been painting little goblin man.
Okay, yeah. Fija's older. She's a woman. They're actually both 24 years old.
Exactly.
They're both 24 years old. It's super appropriate,
Yeah.
super like consensual, like cool. We support, we love lesbians. And they live in a little cottage and they're super eco-friendly. Tika is an activist and Fija goes on other adventures with Gigi and they just hang out at night and they have tea together. And the only piece of plastic that they have in their home is 2 teacups that Tika... What, heart?
No.
Oh, the necklace.
Yeah. Did they get it back or did they delete it there?
They brought it. They brought it with them. They brought the necklace and 2 teacups with them. That's the only plastic that's in all of the Fijian island. 2 teacups that they have tea in every night. And the necklace. Real sweet, real cute. And they're best friends. And lovers.
It's a great story. I'm so happy for Fija. We know her through Drew. Drew Barrymore sometimes vacations in Fiji.
Yeah.
And is friends with both Tika and... Tika and
Fija.
And Fija. And she told us the story, and we were like, wow, that's crazy. We actually hate... You know this. We hate LGM.
We hate Little Goblin Man.
We're really glad that he's in jail or whatever. Hope that doesn't change.
So he's totally locked up now for the time being. Probably permanently. Thank you, Drew Barrymore. Thank you, everyone.
Nintendo.
Thank you, Nintendo, for sponsoring this episode. Thank you, everyone who has supported us. We're really happy to be closing out season 1.
Yeah, this is
it. It's over. I'm Noel Doherty.
Maggie Elder.
This is the Legend Has It podcast. Let's end in a song.
Bum, ba-dum,
Do I
bum,
do
bum.
be do be do be I was just doing that.
You weren't doing it well.
You take over.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for watching.